All right. Welcome back, folks. It's another episode of It's About Payroll. And what's going on, Walt?
About payroll. Man, glad to be here. It's another day, another dollar, another chance, man. Just
Yes, sir.
motivated, happy, man. Just celebrating, the time off with family. America's 250th birthday.
250.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
So
Yep.
all good over here, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great, though. I'm doing great. I'm just realizing that, damn, oh, wait, 250. And we could do it on the next episode. It's like, what's America's history of payroll in those 250 years?
Sound like a plan, really.
You know what? I'm gonna jot it down while I'm blabbing on here. I think it'll get covered in Ian Giles' book, World History of Payroll, whenever he drops it. But that would be interesting.
Yeah.
History of payroll. All right, in the U.S. specifically, because I think Ian Giles is doing the world. So yeah, let's see. You got a something special planned for us today. Why don't you take us on into it?
Hey, man. So today's episode is all about putting each other in the payroll hot seat. And there's no guests, no lifelines, just, actual payroll scenarios, some questions, and seeing how we handle these situations, right? And then
All right.
towards the end of it, man, we'll finish off with a fun 4th of July themed this or that food showdown.
Oh, I like that. No doubt.
Hey.
All right. So we can see payroll hot seat.
Yeah, I'll get right into it, man. All right.
Let's go.
So, Brian, you discover someone has been overpaid by 18 grand the prior year, right? And the employee, didn't check their pay stub. So, they cop plea and they're like, hey, I had no idea. What's your first move?
Well, first I got to ask, were they overpaid this amount in one hit, or was it just a little bit amount over
across
time?
the year. So, like,
A little bit over
in
time?
2025, they all got overpaid 18 grand total.
Again, okay. So then also, are they an hourly employee or a salaried employee?
You determine. Hey, I just asked the question. So give me an answer for
So
give me an answer for hourly versus salary then. How about that?
Fair. That would help me understand, like, what's the point for me? For me, it'll help me determine how they should have seen it, right? So, like, if they were salaried, $18,000 over, even if it's divided by every paycheck, is a pretty decent amount more.
Yes, absolutely.
Right?
But
you could probably do it in your head. What is that?
But
18,000 divided by, go ahead.
So, but like that's okay. So that's about like what, like 17.
It's $750. It's $750 if it's semi-monthly, and $700, let's say, if it's bi-weekly, $692.30 per check. And even after taxes, it's still a few $100 more.
Is that per check or per
right?
week?
Per check. Per check if you're semi-monthly or bi-weekly, right? So if you're weekly, which is not very common for a salaried person, it's $346 weekly if you're weekly. Still, if you're salaried, like from one paycheck to the next, that's a decent jump. Even in net, right?
In this scenario,
a noticeable amount. Let me say that.
I would think in this scenario, let's just say that they started on, the first day in January, the first Monday in January, they got hired, new job, which happens sometimes, right? And, their salary was one thing, but let's just say HR made a mistake, or whoever was responsible for entering the new hire data, something away from the API rolled over incorrect. Somehow their rate got extra.
You got a little muffled on me.
So
it's different.
Oh,
there you go.
Let's just say that at the beginning of the year, their pay was increased, or the annual pay was increased by 18 grand.
So you're saying it's a new hire then their first check is wrong?
Yeah. And they just never checked it. So all year they've just been getting overpaid. which happens. Which can happen
So what?
sometimes.
Yeah,
So what we?
it could. Oh heck
So
yeah.
what would be your first step?
I mean, you gotta. I mean, so that rules out any malicious,
Let's say the employee,
or
the employee had no idea.
Okay, which is fair. It might be fair on that scenario. You're a new hire, and you're like, "Oh wow, cool, my check, yay!"
Yeah.
And then when benefits start eating into that, if applicable, you don't even pay attention. Sure. And the year goes by, that you figure out they were overpaid.
What's new, man?
I mean, it would really be bring it to leadership,
Yeah.
and see. So in that scenario, you may not even catch it in an audit, because in a payroll audit, I'm going to check pay back to what's in the profile. It's going to match. Now, what it does highlight is that there needs to be spot check to offer letter.
Yes.
Which I just finished talking about this too. I think in the class, in our certified payroll technician course.
Right.
Check out the next cohort coming in the fall. And I was talking about how there's still no easy way to like digitize the whole control of the offer letter.
Yeah.
But it really highlights the importance of looking at an offer letter, looking at the new hires. And if HR doesn't share those with payroll, then it's on HR to complete that control.
Yes.
If they do share it with payroll, then we should be spot checking it. Not spot checking, like absolutely looking at them and saying, okay, here are new offer letters, maybe creating a spreadsheet from them. So that's one thing. It highlights that depending on how it goes, you may not even catch it in your audit.
Yeah.
So that there's no, because then it's like worrying about the fault. Like, wait, crap, we missed this all year.
Yeah.
But maybe not in a new hire situation. And then it's bringing it to leadership to see what they want to do with it. Payroll is not making that decision in a silo, in a vacuum. You're bringing it to leadership, and you're saying, this is what happened. This person got paid the whole year, overpaid.
Yeah. So
Go ahead.
Remember the scenario is like you discovered it. You discovered that someone so you did an audit somehow, some way. Say you were given access, and they your leadership was like, hey, audit new hires for me for last year, Brian, just to see if everybody was paid correctly. And you found that somebody was overpaid by 18 grand last year.
Okay.
And the employee's like, oh man, I didn't know. Like, that's what I want to know, what your first move would be. So would you go back to your leadership? Would you I let report?
Yeah, you have to, of course. Yeah, no, of course you have to bring it, especially if leadership asks for the audit, you bring it back to them and say, hey, this was discovered. What do y'all want to do?
Let me ask you, do you suggest that we try to recover every penny? Do you try to schedule a repayment plan and spread it out? And what do you do if the employee refuses?
I don't think it's it's a good question. I don't know if I have a vote of, because you can argue either way. If you, first of all, if you're in California, California best practice is going to say, call that a loss.
Yep.
That person just got a raise. Yep. And then, if leadership is upset, oh my God, I want the money back. How could they? Blah, 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 blah. Now here is where that judgment, didn't we talk about this last week? Where's judgment in payroll? Yeah. This is where judgment comes, but it's not payroll really. It's really the employee experience, HR, people, labor, what position is this? What are they doing?
Exactly.
How, right?
And especially if they're a high performing, employee, and they've been doing so great, great performance reviews, great teamwork, work ethics and everything. Like, it's just something that they didn't look at, because remember that stat that we looked at, like what percentage of employees don't read their stuff? I know it's over 50%. You know what I'm saying?
Heck yeah.
So I think that's a good question. So I don't want to hold too much time here. So let's go to question 2.
All right, yeah, no doubt. I was just saying, like, wait a minute, we could spend probably the rest of the time
Yeah,
on this
yeah,
one
yeah.
question. So, but to wrap it up for everybody, it's either if you let the employee keep it, I would offset their future raises against it.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I
Absolutely.
get it.
Like, hey, you got overpaid 18 grand. That's X amount. That's the next 2 or 3 years of raises, whatever the norm is for that company. And then you offset it accordingly. Be like, look, we'll let you keep it, but
I mean,
you
I can
know,
understand that. I understand. I definitely understand.
oh,
Or
or you
bonuses.
could just bring them back down, right? Or you could bring them back down to there, but that'll be tough too. Bringing them down 18 grand after they've already built a life on 18,000 more.
Like you said,
So
semi-monthly.
think about it. It's like
Semi-monthly, that's $1,500
more a month. Correct.
less. You break it
It's a
down,
lot of
yeah.
money. Right.
Yeah.
So again, if you let them keep it, I would offset it against future everything, bonus, raises, all that,
Yeah.
and sign to it. And then, I mean, if you don't let them keep it, that's a whole nother deal. It's like, yeah, you just figure out a payment plan and da da da.
Yeah.
Or it's like 3 things. Am I going to let them keep it and offset it? Am I going to bring them back down and do nothing else? Or am I going to take it back? Bring it down and take it
We can
back.
talk about this all.
Yes, you could. All right, I got one for you.
right.
I got one for you. You can automate one payroll process forever. What are you automating and why?
That's a tough question. One payroll process forever. It can automate it.
What is it and why? Let me see if I grab more coffee while you're thinking about that. I can still hear you though.
Man, I think. Oh man, that's tough. So like, I think for me, I would probably lean in the direction of making sure that people's pay is correct. So I would want to, you know, go from the audit standpoint, automating some type of that just can just go in. And I know there's some software that can do it, like the fellas at Celery have a great tool that can do that. But if I had a manual process for that it can just look at everything and just make sure that payroll is as near perfect as possible. Because look, payroll is only as good as the data that is received. But if it could check everything and look at the system and compare hours and all that other stuff, that's something like kind of automate first. Is just the audit process, audit processes to make sure that everything is spick and span and that people are getting paid according to what's in their timesheet on their profile. So
Interesting.
So what about you? What would you lean?
Yep. I think I would go with the exception, like the extra payments. I would put, and it's not automated really, but I would put it in the manager's hands. All those managers that are like, oh, I forgot to do this, and can you pay this person that, and that, would make it user friendly so that managers can impact each check at a time or many. And right, because it's like, oh, I forgot, I need to do this and that and la, and put it all in there and on them.
Yeah.
To get into the system.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's automation,
but
it's functionality.
But if you could automate that in a way, I get what you're saying. Listen,
yeah,
look, I'm fascinated. Like, if you're listening right now,
let's go.
I want to know what you listeners would do. In this. So I got the next question, right? So
okay,
you could erase one payroll law forever if you could, right? If you could just get rid of one payroll law forever, which one would you remove?
Oh, that's a good one. One payroll law.
So let me ask it a different way. If you could remove or change the law forever.
No, yeah, I'm thinking about it too, though. Like I started to think about minimum wage, but that is really every state's economics are different.
Yeah.
That would be not how America works.
But it doesn't matter because you can change it.
Oh, well, no, because that's not. I got an easy one.
Okay.
Garnishment, child supports. And when I say garnishment, right,
Mhm.
for me, all of them fall under that. Garnishment. So garnishment is the umbrella, tax levy, child support, creditor, garnishment, all fall under that umbrella for me. And mine, like the way I refer to it. I think different people refer to it differently, but I would standardize them across the board, every state. It gets applied, same rules. They all follow a hierarchy. I mean, there already is a payroll hierarchy of which one goes first, but like I would make all of them, like there would be one governing board of garnishments and everybody has to submit it to that board. And then they get applied to the rest of like they monitor it and issue it. Regardless, child support, tax levy, creditor, they all have to go through one place. And then that one place determines how it's applied. There's one rule, one formula, like, it just standardized, basically. Standardize them across all types, across all states and federal.
Okay.
One way.
And you're saying that's the taxes.
Garnishments. No, just like how garnishments are applied.
Oh,
and yeah.
Okay, I like that. So for me, I was kind of leaning towards like if I could forever change the way things are done, I think I would do it just change like the way taxes work, right? And I understand that would mean that there would be some type of unified system where all the states one tax thing because every tax thing is like so different and nuanced.
I like that one though too. No, I think that's fine.
You get,
I think, yeah,
everything is just like more seamless and more unified and everything like that.
Standardized.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
you
don't have to worry about reciprocity. You don't have to worry about it. It doesn't matter where you reside or
I like that.
Like you're gonna pay the same amount of taxes, even if the government has to increase tax by 0.01% the year. As you go, whatever. Like I don't know, but like some
okay. But some type of standardization, you're saying, or you're saying the amount of that you have to pay.
No, standardization for like taxes across the country, right?
Okay, I like that because every state is different.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Right.
I could change it so you don't have to matter. It wouldn't matter if you did work in California and you reside in New York. You're gonna pay for whatever you claim your own
unified tax code across states, something like that. Very interesting. Or maybe not that there's no reciprocity, but it's like a universal reciprocity.
Something
across all states. That would impact though the states that don't currently collect income tax. That would impact. But okay, I like it. I like the
standardization.
I like I like that. I like the theory or the hypothesis, the thesis of it all.
Know how it would work.
All right. No, right, exactly. Yeah, well, hey, we speculate. That's what's fun about it. All right, I got one for you. Yeah. What's the biggest payroll myth employees still believe?
I think that we are somehow responsible for any little thing that may go wrong with their check, right? Benefits, something with benefits happens, like if something with their taxes happens, it's payroll. If something with it,
we say it all the time. If it's on their pay stub, it's payroll responsibility, basically.
So I think it's basically that. What about you?
Remind me after we stop recording. I have something to tell you.
Okay,
I'm writing it here.
Okay,
I think that the myth of like, you know how people say, oh, you're going to hold my check for 2 weeks and then I get it when I leave.
Yes.
That is crazy talk. That is not, because the law says we have to pay you for work done. On time.
Yeah.
In real time.
But I think because of the industries we've been in, and that's the escrow, that teacher.
Oh gosh,
that is coming to play.
That's a whole episode, bro. Yeah,
so
that's a whole. We keep saying that we do have to do that episode,
yeah.
And I think in that episode we also do talk about this. Here's not default this myth.
Yeah,
nobody's holding a check. You have to work and then you get paid. So you work 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then a few days go by for payroll to process, and then you get paid for those 2 weeks. Nobody's holding nobody's check. I had this argument with a real life CFO, and they were like, and no, but you get it when you leave in the company. Literally, the controller had to chime in to this back and forth. It was a friendly argument, by the way.
Wow.
And the way the controller phrased it was like, no, pay is fully realized when the employee leaves because they catch up eventually at that point.
That's interesting.
And I was like, yes, like that. And like it was one of those moments where we were like, well, we're all saying the same thing. No, you weren't. You were saying something different.
I like that. Man.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
All right. So I got you. You can only hire one of the following people for your team, right?
Okay.
You have no other choices. Ooh. You got to pick one of these.
Uh-oh. My daughter does this craziness, but go ahead. Let's see.
One person has incredible customer service, like top tier, but makes mistakes often, right? The other person has incredible technical knowledge, but it has a poor, abrasive attitude. You hire it.
They're variable. See, and this, oh my God, my 12-year-old walks around doing this to me and her mom. You can only do this or this. What do you do? And we're like, neither. And my wife is, we're like, neither. And she's like, no, you have to choose one. And we're like, we don't choose either. You're talking crazy. It's a game that 12-year-olds play, clearly. The variable here is, what is the position I'm hiring for? Because as we say all the time,
payroll person.
Yeah, but is it a forward-facing payroll person? Is it do I need like
it's someone that impacts people, right? Because one person has incredible customer service, and the one basically sucks at people relations. So one.
But what's the title that I'm trying to fill? Right?
Let's just say payroll administrator. You're the payroll director. You're trying to hire a payroll.
Okay. If that's the case, then I'm going with the technical knowledge person, and they don't talk to people. And I'll teach them, right? We'll work on the abrasiveness, but I need them to be smart. But if I need somebody to take lead on forward facing,
you got to pick one.
Yeah. Well, you're saying if based on the payroll administrator, then I'm going with the technical knowledge person. Incredible technical knowledge, but they're abrasive.
I'm gonna go the opposite, right? Because
I know you're gonna go customer service. Yeah,
I feel like you can teach those skills, and that's just
you can
synonymous with what we said. Like, yes, I've made mistakes as a rookie.
Yes,
and,
even all of us will continue to make.
And so I think I'd rather have that person who's more, because I would think that. Well, I guess I can't.
See,
I guess I can't assume that. No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because I was assuming that the person with great customer service, incredible customer service, will be more teachable, but that's not necessarily the case.
That's not true. Yeah, that's not true. Yes, and it really depends on what the position is that you're filling. But this is a challenge that we're gonna face as we face. And we will continue to face as managers, right? So that's a good one. All right, last one, and then
rapid scenarios.
So What's one payroll habit that separates average payroll professionals from elite payroll professionals? Ooh, I like this one. I have an answer, I think, already. Look, I think with time, we could just jump to the this or that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was the question again?
Yes, sir. What's one payroll habit that separates average payroll professionals from elite payroll professionals?
Oh, for me, that's easy. It's the aptitude or the attitude for continuous learning, right? You have to be inquisitive. You have to want to continue to learn, to grow. And I think that habit is gonna have you excelling in payroll, because if you otherwise, like the question said, you're gonna remain that average person. You may do the job well, but you may not go to the heights that you're looking to go to in payroll and have the impact that you may want to have, because you just like, I'm okay with status quo, and I'm good, sitting in the seat that I'm in. That's what my thoughts are. What about you?
I think it's consistency in the little things,
Mhm.
the small habits that you do daily, that you build consistency, that you do, the integrity that you have when nobody's watching and you're doing the things.
Yeah.
I think it's that really is. Look, I don't think it's any one thing, by the way, but that is one of them that will separate you from the average. So is yours. So is probably a few other things, right? Because when we do talk about this, it's a handful of skill set that will make you great, not just one thing.
Yeah.
But I think both are true. But yeah, it's the devil's in the details. It's being meticulous about those details.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, this or that.
We have quite a few here, so we'll go through them quick and everything.
Okay.
So, well, we can just run through. I'll do the first like 6, and you can finish them off. So, burgers,
Okay.
hot dogs.
Damn. In my health journey, I'm going to say burgers.
Okay. I think for me, I think a perfect burger is better than a hot dog for me. So I'm gonna go burgers too. Barbecue
I
rib,
love me some hot dogs though.
a grilled hot dog, yeah, it's perfect. So, but burgers for me.
Yeah.
Barbecue ribs or pulled
Okay, yeah,
pork?
me too. Oof, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go with ribs though.
Man,
What about you?
a rib is good, but yeah, man,
Megan, first of all, I'm gonna have to eat after this because I'm getting hungry now.
I'm gonna have to go with ribs too. If a nice rib,
Yes. Yep.
Now,
exactly.
now-
Exactly.
Now, if it was ribs versus brisket, I would have to pick brisket, because brisket is like,
Oh yeah. Yep.
so baked beans or mac and cheese.
Easy for me, neither.
Okay, I like baked beans. I'll take that.
Okay.
A nice baked bean. Potato salad or pasta salad?
That's a tough one. I'm gonna go. Man, this has contingencies because as long as the potato salad, as long as they don't have apples in it. I do not like apples in my potato salad. I like good pasta salad too, though. I'm gonna say both, but a hard stop on the apples in my pasta salad. I mean, on my potato salad rather. I'm gonna say both.
Man, I gotta say both, because I gotta
Right,
I'll get a little bit of both if I have to choose. So I got 2 more for you, and then you just
Okay.
Watermelon or corn on the cob?
Easy watermelon for me. What about you?
I think a nice sweet watermelon on a hot, like, July 4th day, it's like the perfect like bite. But grilled corn on the cob is like so good, man. So I gotta go with corn on the cob for me.
What? Oh, so you say corn on the cob
Yeah,
or both?
I'm saying
You can say both. Both, neither, either or.
corn on the cob for me.
What you think?
Corn.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Corn cob was good, but when I learned like what it does up to our digestive tracts, I was like, all right, no more. Watermelon is healthy all around. And I've learned, and I've started, I used to put some lemon on it, squeeze some lemon juice on the watermelon.
Lemon or lime juice, yeah. I got some in the fridge now with the lime juice on it.
See?
Deviled eggs or coleslaw?
I'm going to go deviled eggs.
Yeah, same, bro. Like coleslaw, maybe on my...
I like coleslaw, but
my hot dog with some...
Exactly.
You know?
It's more of a garnish for me than a kind of a side thing. Yeah. I actually put it on a pulled pork sandwich too. My son likes Cane's. Yeah, Cane's, the chicken finger spot.
Yeah.
And I threw it on the chicken sandwich. You know, I had tried the sandwich there that they got. And as many chicken or chicken at Cane's, by the way. You're either getting chicken fingers or chicken fingers. It's just a matter of whether you get it on the bread or not. That's all they got. So I threw the coleslaw on there because there's like lack of other stuff. Anyway, okay, my turn. Peach cobbler or apple pie? Ooh, that's a tough one.
Peach cobbler for me.
Peach cobbler for you? Okay, I'm gonna say both.
Okay, all right.
I remember one Thanksgiving, we used to do like a big Thanksgiving with fam and friends. I mean, and we would rent out rec rooms to accommodate, right? And my dessert plate that year was crazy. I took a little bit of everything, bro.
Bet you did.
I was younger too, right? You burn calories better when you're younger. Ooh, boy, I took a little, and there was so many people, everybody brought something. So, oh my goodness, I went in. Anyway, ice cream or banana pudding?
Pralines and cream, ice cream.
Ice cream? Yeah, I'm gonna say ice cream also. I'm not a big fan of banana pudding. Sweet tea or lemonade?
Oh, so gotta get that. What's that, Arnold Palmer? Yes.
Arnold Palmer, yeah, I'm gonna say both. The same thing for me. Ooh, it was a tough one. Charcoal grill or gas grill?
Well, it's just the flavor for me that charcoal puts into the food. I know you can still get flavor from a gas grill by using like wood and stuff like that.
Sure.
But the charcoal taste, man, nothing better.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. All right, last two. Fireworks or sparklers?
Oh, fireworks, definitely.
I could even add another layer of complexity here because here in Florida, the ones they sell in the store, like in Publix, don't shoot up in the air, which I learned the hard way the first time.
Oh, okay.
You got to actually go to the firework place to get those. So I'm assuming you mean the ones that shoot up in the air.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Last one, backyard cookout or lake party?
Now,
that's a tough one.
So if there was like a grill, like perfect setup on the lake with in front of some water and stuff like that, give me the lake party all day.
Yeah. I like that. So it's gonna be a little cooler too, right? With like next to a body of water instead of somebody's backyard that might be not that great.
Yes, man. Trees.
Whoa, bro.
More in the summer.
Man, thank you, man. That was that was fun, man. And hope everybody's getting into their summer nice. They're going to carry us out here on as we end this show.
Yes, sir. All right, so I'm gonna hit them with the quote and let you close it out, man. So just wanted to talk about faith, right? So faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. Martin Luther King Jr., man.
Amen. Yep, absolutely. Thank you for that. And whether you're processing payroll, building your career, or leading your team, or just chasing your dreams, remember this. Faith isn't about having all the answers. It's about taking the next right step.
The next right.
Regardless. I would even remove next step.
Yep.
Right? Don't hesitate. Just keep going. The doing is better than not doing, right? Keep serving people well. Keep learning. And we'll see you next time on the next show. It's about payroll. Happy 4th, everyone. Happy summer. Enjoy and stay safe out there. We love you.
Stay hydrated.
Don't forget to subscribe. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. subscribe, share, and tell a friend to tell a friend. We'll see you next time, folks. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace. Always.